Hi guys, welcome back again. My name is Sharon Apio. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the like. If you are here for the first time, please hit that subscription button and we are saying karibu sana. So today we are making chipped potatoes. Today we are going, as we make our chipped potatoes, we are going to talk more about potatoes. But first, let me get you into what I'm making. So first I'm cutting, I've prepared and washed my potatoes. I've cut them into 1 centimeter thick and 5 centimeter long, as you can see. Trying just to get that same thickness for equal cooking. And then I'm just cutting now the slices into strips. Look at that. That is like 5 times. So normally the slices are, the thing is 5 times 1 centimeter thickness. Okay. Times 5 centimeter long, yeah. Now look at that. Very nice. So what's important is let's talk about potatoes today. The points to note when you're cooking your potatoes. First is you ought to cook your potatoes in small quantities. Why do you do this? You ought to cook them in small quantities so that you allow the oil to regain temperature more quickly, so that chips will cook faster and not absorb too much fat. And another thing to note is not to let the temperature of the oil exceed 200 degrees Celsius, as this will accelerate the fat breakdown. So another thing is to use oils that are high in polyunsaturates for a healthier chip. If you wanna go the healthier way, ideally use a separate fryer for chips and ensure that it has the capacity to raise the fat temperature rapidly to the correct degree when frying, especially for the chilled and frozen ones. Okay. So another thing we're going to talk about is potatoes that ought to be chipped and the ones that ought not to. So at times you'd eat maybe a french fries at some place, chipped potatoes at some place. You'd be like, no, this is not what I was going for. It might be because maybe the cooking temperatures were wrong, or there was the right potato was not used in the recipe. So which potatoes majorly are preferred for frying? Normally we have the Maris Piper potato. Maris Piper potato is pleasant. It's very pleasant. It has a flavory texture. We have when I'm talking about flavory texture, there are 2 types of potatoes. Before even we go to the variety, when it comes to the texture, there's one that is flavory and there is one that is waxy. What's the difference? So the one that is, if you want to know, the one that is flavory is the one that you will boil and it breaks down. It cannot stand. So mostly when you boil a waxy potato, even when it overcooks, it's still intact. It doesn't break down as the flavory one. So that is when you'll know. Waxy potatoes are more solid than flavory potatoes and hold their shape when boiled, but do not mash well. So like the flavory ones, you do not boil them to use for mashed. That's when you will be having you will be eating a mashed potato and you're like, no, this is wrong, because you chose the wrong type of potato. So Maris Piper is floury texture, that's why we are tending to chip it, because it does not have too much water content in it, and it's normally short, oval in shape, like the one I'm using, oval in shape, cream skin, and cream fresh. The one I'm using is called Maris Piper. Very good for your chipped, potatoes. Another potato that is also good for frying is the King Edward. The King Edward is also very good. It's normally soft, still floury. We do not prefer the waxy one when cooking, when chipping our potatoes, so we'd go for the floury one. So another one is the King Edward. The King Edward normally is soft. It has a floury texture, oval to long oval shape. It has a white skin with pink coloration, and that's how to know the King Edward one. That one you can also use for making your chipped potatoes. Another potato that you can use is the Sante and the Cara. So the Sante and the Cara are also, especially the Cara is very firm, it's moist, and it's also normally you can get it in a short oval to round shape. It has a white skin with pink eyes, so that one can also be used for chipping potatoes. Mostly the most common one in my country though is the Maris Piper, the Nicola, and the Charlotte. Mostly are very common. Another one I'm talking about was the Sante. The Sante is also a very nice potato to consider. It's dry, firm texture, short in oval shape, light yellow skin, and it's light yellow fresh as well. So now we are done with the fry, and I've just put my parchment paper there just to absorb those oil, the extra oil. And another thing that I've also put on top is the salt. I've sprinkled some salt and just giving it a shake. From the look, you can see it's very much ready. We've given this a double fry, and it's the time to know if the texture is okay, and if it's that savory that we need. But more so, what we need in our French fries is that texture. So we are confirming if there is a texture there, and it's something. It's giving soft from the inside, crisp on the outside, and chipped potatoes is just a side dish. You can take it with any protein of your choice. Nice. Until next time, thank you so much for keeping in. We will still talk more about potatoes as I give you more recipes. So please stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up, and thank you for the support.